I'm not late. Oh, wait, fuck! I was setting up my tracking. I'm not late, I swear. I was just setting shit up, and I might have gotten a little distracted. I might have been a little bit. Shut the fuck up! Also, thank you, Ash, for the carrots. Thank you for the 5 carrots. Nom 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 nom. You motherfucker! Why are you taking my nose? We just got here. Ah! That's so mean. Late Voldemort blind. You know what? That's fair. That's fair enough. You know what? I guess I deserve it. I'll go sit in the fire now. Oh my goodness. But how is everybody today? Hi, hi, hi. I'm gonna eat your entire family. Also, chat, I don't know if you guys have been on TikTok recently, but like I gotta show you this funny TikTok real quick. I know this isn't a part of Corpse Factory, but I've been spamming this TikTok to Legeri. Steve Le, oh yes. Steve Le Potion, Potion, Steve? I don't know. I can't say it right. I wanna see if I can find the video. Hold on, wait. Can I find it? Chat. I'll show you my like vocal stim of the week, real quick. Your nose disappears like glasses fell off. We did nothing. Yeah. Absolutely nothing. I see. Absolutely nothing. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Let me Le Potion, Steve. Look, chat. Le Potion, Steve. He is orange. He has arms. He has legs. The fish, Steve. He's such a silly little guy. I love Steve. But no, I sent Jerry like 10 TikToks of this. Because it's just been stuck in my head all fucking day. Every time I look at my phone at work, I would just think of Steve Le Steve the fish. I don't know why I switched to this. Why I switched back? We got a game to play. We're back to playing Corpse Factory because I love this silly little English this visual novel. I'm so used to seeing like EN for like English VTubers that I was thinking, yes, English VTuber. That's what this is. This is English VTuber. Yes. But no, we are playing Corpse Factory. I need to get back onto the right fucking screen because I'm silly. I'm a silly little Billy, but look at the game. Look at our girl. I completely forgot her name. Where did we last leave off? I think we were right here, right? We killed someone. That's where we left off, right? We killed someone and now we're gonna kill again. Cause somebody wanted a supervisor at the bank dead. So we created a horrific photo, and sent it to her, and she did the photo. Kinda ha funny L on her, but you know, that's life. Oop, I come back and I hear I killed someone. Yeah, that's normal. That's normal here, Ash. We kill people all the time. Oh my god. Angry knife. Look at that little silly Bobilly knifeu. But now we're back on the train that we came on. And, we're gonna come again. I guess. I really don't know, and I don't think I want to know. When I board the train, I even managed to take a seat for the first time in a while. I withdrawn a worn book from my handbag and flip open the cover. There's a name scrawled in blue ballpoint pen. on the first page, but it's become faded and illegible over time. I don't quite remember where I picked up this book. Maybe I discovered it at a secondhand bookshop? Who knows? I own so many obscure tomes that I can't be expected to recall purchasing every single one. Oh yeah, but somebody requested to kill this dude, so now we're gonna kill him. We're gonna make a horrific photo of him. Its age cover and weather spine both bear the same title. Boss Photography, a comprehensive history of photo manipulation. Okay, we're really getting manipulative here. You know what? I think our protagonist is a psychopath. I don't know where I'm getting this idea from, but you know, I just have a gut feeling. You know, the last 2 times we played this game, I just have a feeling, you know. The book is written in English, and it's a slog to work through with my limited knowledge of that language. But I like to skim through it primarily for the photographs contained within. The examples of early image doctoring from centuries ago fascinates me. The book even features techniques and studies as recent as 1993, when it was first published. It's true that a lot of the techniques discussed within are no longer relevant to today's digital age. However, there's a hearty section dedicated to the art of manipulating corpse photos. Because why would there not be? Why would there not be an entire lengthy-ass section dedicated to editing photos of dead bodies? Why would there not be? People like to harass people with corpse photos, just like this protagonist. Clearly, it's been proven throughout the centuries, it seems. Something that I am indeed very, very interested in. The most intriguing aspect of this section's content is that the featured artists perform the opposite kind of work that I do. Instead of manipulating images of the living to make them appear dead, the artists in the book edit images of the dead in order to make them look alive once more. Okay, that makes sense. In bygone eras when photographs of people were taken, few and far between, a sect of artists dedicated themselves to honoring the memories of the deceased. They did this by making the photos taken upon death look beautiful and full of life. These photos were gifted to family members and loved ones. The tradition makes sense. Imagine if you lost someone dear to you and you had no photographs of them. Wouldn't it be wonderful to receive one last memento? A beautiful image of the way you remember them. Instead of using makeup to beautify a corpse, these artists applied paintbrush and pen directly to a photograph to seemingly bring the deceased back to life. The impressive aspect of this process is the way they illustrated the corpse's eyes to look full of life. Even though it's a far cry from the work I do, I can't help but feel some sort of kinship with the artists discussed in this book. Surely we are cut from the same cloth. No, the fuck you aren't! No, the fuck you aren't! Oh, let me open this drink. Oh, look at that. We got the best pop, Dr. Pepper cream soda. I love me a good Dr. Pepper. Browsing through the images in this book inspires me to work hard at my own photo editing. Many of the pictures are in black and white, but to me, that only drives how impressive these old techniques were. I finished flipping through a chapter and closed the book. I hold the tattered tome close to my chest and breathe a sigh of satisfaction.
The next station is Shinjuku. The doors on the right side will open. Please change here for the Chuo line, the Shonan Shinjuku line, the Saikyo line.
What if I don't want to get off, huh? What if I want to stay on the train eternally? I quickly stuff the book into my handbag and get ready to disembark the train. I think we're heading back to work, right? Or are we going home? When I'm certain nobody is looking, I carefully open the lid of the large dumpster in front of me. The stench of rotten food and who knows what else assaults my senses, and I reflexively gag and splutter. Splutter? Okay. The staff at the convenience store really need to seal their trash in plastic bags before tossing it in here. Oh, Noriko! That's what her name is.
Stop doing this.
The raised open lid locks into place at a 45-degree angle. Why do you know the exact fucking angle? That's weird. Ah, yes, this right here, this lid. You see this lid, chat? You see this window? It's at a perfect 45-degree angle. Even though it's actually at a 90-degree angle. But you wouldn't be able to know that unless I told you. Ah, thank you for the carrots. No. Thank you, Ash Riley. Ash Sanctuary. You are supporting the cause of this 45-degree angle. Or, yes, 45. Sorry, not 48. I just don't understand, okay. Allowing my now free hands to retrieve a small blah 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 something. Fire! I don't know if I'll be back on clocking out, then if my new PC is right, I'll be setting up. Yeah! New PC pie! Have fun setting up your PC! Don't kill it! It's a flip phone, a cheap plastic thing with a shiny charcoal finish. I open it up and tap on the retro tactical keys, confirming that I've completely deleted all sent messages and photos. Nodding to myself, satisfied that I covered my tracks, I eject the battery from the back of the casing and toss it in the dumpster, and then snap the phone in half along the hinge, separating the screen from the keypad. The screen crunches into pieces with a gratifying underneath my shoes. I retrieve the smashed parts from the asphalt, careful not to prick my finger on the sharp glass. With hardly a glance, I almost certainly launch the broken parts of the phone into the dumpster. Or unceremoniously. I clap my hands together to dust them off, then shut the dumpster lid and hurry away. I sidle between the brick wall of the convenience store and a narrow metal railing, intended to keep people like me away from the dumpsters. Now in front of the convenience store, I finally feel I can breathe deeply without fear of inhaling the toxic contents of the dumpster. I let my lungs take their fill before nonchalantly crossing the street. That takes care of my latest burner phone. Before leaving the office building, I cracked the SIM card in half and disposed of it in the combustible trash. Now, with the phone itself destroyed and discarded at a different location, my mind is at ease. It has been slightly less than 24 hours since I messaged my latest victim, that athletic guy that I may have briefly fantasized about during my restless slumber. My general rule of thumb is to keep a burner phone for exactly 24 hours after sending a photo. However, I made an exception today. I wanted to discard the phone early, clear my anxiety, get a full night's rest tonight. Besides, it's not like anyone ever replies to the messages I send. I'd love it if they did, but it is what it is. So really, there's no point holding on to the evidence of my wrongdoing for longer than necessary. If memory serves, I wrote tomorrow's date on the latest victim's timestamp, May 30th, 10:31 a.m. The victim may decide to kill himself today, of course. He could end up just like Akane Tsurumaki. But if he's anything like her, he'll hold out until just a few hours before the designated time. He'll let panic and fear boil and build inside him until he just can't take it anymore. Or someone else will come along and end it all for him. I can't be sure. I still don't know what happened to Ruri Hatano. Did she kill herself, or did someone else snuff out her life? Either way, I'll start researching obituaries tomorrow. I'm confident that this will be another successful request. If it is, I'll truly be on a winning streak. Why are you so excited about this? This is so weird. I know it's a power trip, but holy shit, what is wrong with you? With butterflies in my stomach, I crossed the road. Jesus. On my route home, I usually like to trek through the small park close to my apartment, provided the weather is decent. I avoid the park in the mornings, as a lot of people walk their dogs, and I can't risk my allergies flaring up before I reach the office. Oh, my nose, hold on. My nosy all stuffy because of my allergies. In the evening, the park is much emptier. I suppose I finish work a bit earlier than most people, so while everyone else is busy, I can enjoy the fresh air and scenery. I make my way along the neat, broad dirt path that connects one side of the park to the other. Wooden benches line the path at regular intervals, and at this time of the evening, it's common to see a homeless person or two using a bench as a resting place. This city has more homeless people than the general population would care to admit. I try not to think much of it as I walk by every day. I already know that many people have it worse off than I do, but there's not exactly anything I can do to help, right? Should I be giving these people money that I can't afford to spare? Wouldn't I just end up homeless as well? I'm not exactly broke, but I live month to month on my salary. It's expensive to live on the outskirts of Akihabara, and commuting to Shinjuku every day isn't exactly cheap either. Then you add in electricity bills, phone, food. I mean, I don't eat unless I have to, but I'd starve if I didn't buy a meal every other day. And don't even get me started on the cost of the coffee I drink. If I'm lucky, I can score a can for 100 yen, but more often than not, I'm paying up to 150 for a single can. Even if I were to buy canned coffee in bulk from one of those huge variety stores, like Don Coyote, I'd still only have a handful of loose change. And I wouldn't have access to the familiar selection I get at the convenience store. I'm just thankful that I don't go out for drinks after work like most of my colleagues. If I had to buy a few rounds of beer every week, my bank account would definitely dry up. By avoiding that kind of group outing, not only do I save money, but I'm also not forced to spend more time around people. It's a win-win situation. Realizing I'm trudging along the path at a snail's pace, I tell myself to speed up my gait. Towards the exit of the park, the silhouettes of two people on a bench come into view. The sound of laughter carries on the wind, and I can't help but feel like I've heard the voices before. Oh my god, it's the dad and the daughter! As I draw closer, a sinking sensation clutches at my stomach. I immediately get the urge to turn around, but I'm so close to home. Oh, it's Tomo!
Seen her here.
It's Tomo in the puppy boy! Shinya. Hi, Shinya. Tomo and Shinya. Tomo glares and flips her long hair behind her ear with a shit-eating grin on her face. Shinya looks kind of out of place outside of the office. His face is filtered by an especially uncomfortable expression. I start to wonder why these two are here, but then I recall that Tomo did mention they were going on a date on Friday night. I suppose it's just my bad luck that I would run into them on the way home. Though, what are they doing here in Akihabara? I have to assume that Tomo came here on purpose just to spite
On
me.
your way home?
Yes, you're in my way.
How's your, date?
We're having a blast, right, Chen?
Shin realizing that he got with a bitch.
Yes, of course. A great time.
He doesn't sound enthused. This man sounds like get me the fuck out of here type of shit. I wonder if Tomo has been dragging Shinya along against his will.
Okay, well, I'll leave you to it.
Yep, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Going home. Bye. Got a body to kill.
Hey, we're gonna grab some chicken. Why don't you come with us?
I do not want a third wheel on your date. Leave me alone.
No thanks.
I can't think of any worse way to spend an evening than eating with Tomo.
Please come with us, Noriko.
Aw, he's so shy! Get the fuck out of here. Are you on a date? Shinya has a dejected look on his face. It's pitiful, but he brought this date on himself. Why should I have to bail him out?
Sorry, I've got things to do tonight.
Are you sure you're not just avoiding eating? Afraid to gain a bit of fat?
No, it's called I'm a broke bitch. I honestly don't know what to say to that.
Say, Shin, you ever seen Noriko eat anything?
Well, now that you mention it, she never seems to eat at the office.
Cause I'm broke. What do you want me to do, huh? Take out a loan just for food? What the fuck?
I eat at home, if that's okay with you.
It's not completely a lie. Sometimes I eat at home, sometimes I don't eat at all.
Come on, come get some chicken with us. You can throw it back up or whatever afterwards if it makes you feel better.
I like the word jumble. Kudos to the person that voiced Tomo, because I feel like keeping up this accent is so fucking hard. It's so hard to do it with a straight face. And I feel like there were a lot of bloopers that we are not able to see. A lot of word jumbles. She's starting to get on my nerves. I swear, she tries to identify my flaws and insecurities just so she can rub them in my face.
Tomoe, you're not being very nice to Noriko. Aren't you two supposed to be friends?
Exactly! Exactly, Shinya! She's a bitch! You're in love with a crazy bitch!
We're besties. Besties talk shit to each other, right, Noriko?
Besties don't punch each other in the face, right, Tomo?
Right.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Fascinating.
Yeah. Shinya's looking at us like we're a fucking experiment, like, wow. Best friend shit talk? Wow. You guys are mean to each other and you do it in a friendly way? Wow. So pure.
Anyway, I'm going now. See you on Monday.
See you Monday.
Okay.
Fuck off.
See you then.
Buzzkill. She's such a drag.
I let Tomo's words hang in the air as I walked past her. I'm pretty annoyed that she dragged Shinya all the way here just to taunt me. Is this her idea of a good date? Does she care about Shinya at all? Or is this whole thing just to annoy me? Tomo dating Shinya doesn't even get under my skin. I don't have feelings for him at all. What does get on my nerves is simply the fact that Tomo is trying so hard to get on my nerves. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if I could carry on my way home without one final interruption. Tomo calls out to me again.
Aoi is gonna start work with us on Monday, yeah? How fun! I can't wait to meet a friend of Noriko's.
No! I grimace. I suppose Shinya told her about that. I turn back to face them both.
Don't even think about messing with Aoi. That girl has dealt with enough crap at her last job.
Holy shit! We're getting our Yuri! She's protective of her girlfriend, alright? Leave Aoi alone. Look at that! Look at that fucking face! She's literally gonna kill this girl.
Oh, has she? Maybe big, strong Noriko can protect her now.
Fuck yeah, I will.
I'd do anything for her. She's my best friend. If you had any friends of your own, you'd understand what that feels like.
Oh, I got plenty of friends. And only some of them are sluts like you.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I'm going.
I finally managed to disengage from the conversation, even with Tomo's mocking laugh piercing the air. What the fuck does Shinya see in this bitch? Why does he like her? He's too sweet. I mean, maybe he likes it when she's mean to him. I don't know. Dude could be a little freaky. I exit the park, cross the road, and walk down the block leading to my apartment. Tomo. I have to wonder if that girl exists solely to irritate me. I have to tell myself she's not worth my time. I can't let her taunts get to me. Grin and bear it, as they say. That's what stoic, unflinching Noriko would do. Running a hand through my hair, I smile and approach my apartment building. It's now Saturday. Did the dude die? I spent all morning trying unsuccessfully to calm my nerves. I'm anxious about finding out whether my latest victim has perished. It's afternoon now, so the time written on his photo has passed. If my work was successful, I should know soon enough. I've already set up an obituary news alert on my phone to keep me informed. Instead of sitting at home all day and waiting for my phone to go off, I decided to visit an old favorite hangout. Public libraries don't get the credit they deserve in this age. They're quiet, calm, soothing. I can sit here for hours, for free, and just get lost in different worlds. Oh, I love the library. I remember back in, like, elementary school, in my old town, when I lived in, like, a fucking... I guess it was, like, a suburban area. I don't know. We lived in a big O. But you could drive down to the library, and this library had a fucking Xbox. There was a whole, like, party room there. obviously lots of books, lots of manga. Because this is when I started getting into manga too. And I was like really hyped that they had like Black Butler and Attack on Titan there. They had beanbags you could sit in. There were also special events there as well. Because I remember not my high school, but my elementary school, like, went there for some field trips. Because I remember, I think we went to learn about something historical. And I think when I went to my high school, we did the same thing. We went to a public library nearby and, like, went to a room to learn about, like, another historical thing. So maybe it was just a school thing. I don't know. Have you guys ever, like, has your school ever taken you to a library and was like, here, you want to learn about the how cars were made? How books were made? Yeah. They were invented because of a car. And I was like, what? Or something like, I don't know. We learned about a car. Like how cars or technology was created or something. I don't remember. I was probably like half asleep. Oh, but no. Like even like in my high school's library, I spent like most of my middle school and like some of my high school just hanging out in that library room, and eventually became the teaching assistant for both my high school / middle school library and the elementary library, which is so cool because I got to be left the fuck alone for like an hour. It was great. I would listen to podcasts or because that's when I was like trying to get into Warhammer lore at the time, and was listening about like an invasion or something. But I'll watch anime as well after doing my work or while I'm doing my work. Get art projects done. Like I did a lot. Or I just read. I'd read a lot too. Cause why not read when you're in the fucking library, you know? And I think eventually I got like I was able to get dibs on books that they were getting rid of. Cause I asked them, I'm like, oh, I'm marking out these books that you guys are gonna be giving away. Can I like pick out the books I want to keep? And they're like, yeah, you can. So I picked out like some Artemis Fowl books, and I still have them to this day. Cause it's only been like what? Been 2 years since I've been out of high school. 3 years now since I've been out of high school. I say like yeah. Two years. 2023 I graduated. Yeah. But I still have them, and I love Artemis Fowl. It is a very good series. That and Runners. I never finished Runners. I think that's what it's called. It's about these two kids that grew up in juvie because their parents were like scientists or something, and they got in jail for it, but people think they committed like murder, even though they didn't. And they're on the run. They find like this boy and like go on the run with him too. It reminds me of Magic Treehouse, but if they were runaways. Like that's what the vibes give me. There were like after Magic Treehouse came out and became like very successful, there were so many books that had the older brother is smarter and like knows what he's doing, and then the younger sister who's a fucking idiot and just wants to be like play, but she's super nice to like the antagonists and stuff. There were so many of those that came out. And I think my favorite one is the fucking like chocolate I almost said like Willy Wonka the Chocolate Factory. I think it's called The Chocolate Factory, but it's not like a Willy Wonka thing. It's these two siblings, like their parents inherit this chocolate shop by like their great uncle or something. They figure out they have another uncle who made immortal chocolate. And people are trying to steal the recipe for this immortal chocolate. In the process of like trying to figure out like why people are after this like chocolate or anything too, they find the uncle and like learn about magic, I think. It's been a while. Like I haven't read that book since elementary, but it was one of my favorites for a long time. And I want to reread it too, because it's like from the bits and pieces I remember, the other uncle Isaac like was the best fucking character. I love antagonists. Or like misunderstood characters, because he was very misunderstood. People were like, oh, he's not, he should die. Like, why does he get to be immortal and like keep this away from everybody? You know immortality sucks. You gotta watch everyone you love die. Like, why? Why would you want immortality? Sorry, I went on a very weird tangent there. I like books, okay? Books are great. And I need to start reading again. Plus, they always carry works by my favorite authors. Sometimes the librarians are even kind enough to recommend titles that might fit my taste. I don't feel judged here. Nobody looks at me and mocks my clothing or my makeup. Oh, that was another thing. Oh, sorry, I'm going back to the library tangent real quick. When I became the TA for the libraries, I had to become the manga approver. I had to be the one to approve what manga they were allowed to put in our library. Because nobody knew what anything was. And I had to be like, alright, this isn't age appropriate, this isn't age appropriate, this isn't age appropriate. Definitely do not do this one. Don't do that one. Don't do this one. You can't do that. Because my teachers for the library, they like saw me like watching anime all the time, and I would wear like weird anime merch and draw a lot of anime characters. So they were like, yeah, hey, like, Bunny, can you look at this list right here and highlight the ones we can like use? Because like, you know anime, and like, I don't know if you know these titles or not, but are we allowed to have this like in our library? Because we don't want to like obviously give the kids porn. And I'm like, can't like have majority of this fucking list. Because the only manga series they had at our library was one that I grew very fascinated with. I think it was called Angel of Darkness, or Dark Angels. And it's about this dude who's like a master thief. Like, at night, he turns into this dark angel, edgy, emo dude, who steals a bunch of shit. And he falls in love with this girl. Or no, not this girl. I think it was very gay. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't think there was a girl. It was a girl or a dude. I don't remember. But he like becomes fascinated with this other angel dude or girl, and they're trying to stop him. But they have like this weird like love hatred, right? Enemies to lovers kind of thing. But it had a weird like very suggestive scene in it after a while. And I'm not gonna count graphic novels as like a manga. I'm talking about like an actual like Japanese manga. Because obviously we had Amulet, the best series ever to brace anyone's library. I still never fucking finished it, and I'm upset because I want to finish Amulet so fucking bad. It was so good. But I think at the time, everyone like kept getting Amulet, so like I was never given the chance to read it. And then there's Drama, which we didn't have at our school, but I bought it. I think that was like my intro to LGBT people. Because I remember my bio dad, like took me to the library, or not library, he took me to Barnes and Nobles and was like, Bunny, pick whatever book you want. I don't care how much it is. Get some books you like. Because you're a fucking nerd. And like the only thing you like to do for some reason is read. And I was like, okay, I will get a book. And I was getting really into graphic novels because I had a really bad and a hard time reading. Which is why my family like encouraged reading so hard on me. And probably why I love reading now. Is because I couldn't read well until 3rd grade. Because first and second grade, I struggled really hard. It took a while. Like I was in one of those like readers things. But the minute I picked up like a Magic Treehouse book, it was like click. I was like, "Oh my god. I'm going to read now." And that's when I started reading like chapter books and stuff. Hi, Solitude. What the fuck is that face? Damn, shoddy. Nice. I'm sorry, I've been going on weird tangents. I love books, okay? Nobody looks at me and asks if I had enough to eat lately. Nobody makes fun of me, that lonely girl in the corner reading Lovecraft and calmly stroking her hair. I'd fuck a book. Anyways, every so often, I put my wait, no, we're not gonna go anyways. You know the book from It Takes Two? I'd fuck that thing out of spite. I would dick down its mouth just out of pure spite and hatred for that thing. I hate that book so much. That dude does not shut the fuck up. I'm going to make him shut the fuck up. Anyways. Huh? We don't want to question it. Every so often, I put my book aside and check my phone out of habit. Still no alerts. Have I miscalculated something? Did my latest photo not look convincing? Or damning enough to inspire suicide or murder? Why do we go back to this? I find myself growing increasingly anxious and impatient.
Cthulhu, huh? You a Lovecraft nerd?
It's the dude! It's the dude! It's the guy! He's hot. I think it's the guy. I blink twice and look up at the strange man staring over me.
Huh?
Sus, didn't mean to interrupt. Notice you're reading Lovecraft. Huh, in Japanese too. Didn't know this book had been translated.
Yeah. My English isn't great, so I read the translated versions.
This dude needs to shave. No, that's what makes him hot. If he shaved, he would look too innocent. We like it when they look a little homeless, okay? That's why I tell Jerry not to
Do they
shave.
translate esoteric names? Can't imagine Cthulhu being easy to write in kanji.
Well, it's written in katakana, so...
Of course. Kojiro.
Look at him. Look at that smug little face. The man extends a hand, and I can't tell if he wants me to shake it or pass him my book.
What?
I'm Kojiro. You?
Why does this voice sound familiar?
Noriko. Kurosawa.
Nice. Just Kojiro for me. No last name. Call me
I don't
Koji.
like that. That's suspicious. I don't have a last name. Just call me Koji.
You don't have a last name?
Used to. Lost it. Fire, you know. I'm just Kojiro now.
Yeah, I don't like this dude. He's suspicious. This guy is weird. His clothes smell like they've been stashed in the back of a closet for a decade or two. His face is unshaven and his eyes are scarily clear and focused, despite being masked by a pair of thick glasses. Because it's not Yuri Lowenthal. What?
Didn't mean to keep you. Saws again. I'm looking for Nobel Sinclair. He around here?
Nobel Sinclair. That sounds like a fake name.
I mean, I don't know. Who?
Writer guy? Did that book about befriending the dead? The librarian told me to check these shelves.
Sorry, I don't really know.
No worries. I'll find him. You know, you look like the type who'd enjoy his books. Not to judge you by your cover.
This is just awkward. This is just really awkward. Don't diss my father like that. I'm going to.
Stomach, though. Messed up shit.
As much as I hate to admit it, this stranger has captured my interest.
How messed up are we talking?
Well, his first book describes dressing up corpses, taking them to dinner. Goal is to not get caught out. Mad, right?
That's just fucking weird.
Like something out of that American movie. Weekend with Bernard? Or something
Weekend
like
with Bernard.
Second book goes nuts. Main character fills the school classroom with bodies, all dressed up as students. Runs lectures and records them, puts them online. Best part? No one can figure out if these books are fiction.
Damn.
Internet says Nobel Sinclair actually did these things. Says he's doing time now, writing these books as a confession.
That would make sense. I feel like a lot of, like, murderers do that.
Interesting.
Right? It's deranged. Makes for a good bedtime reading. You a noise? Well, of course you are.
Yeah. You?
This man will not tempt my fucking devastating Yuri. He will not destroy this Yuri wall that we built brick by brick. Aoi is so much better than him, Noriko. He might be a hot homeless dude, but like, Aoi, too sweet. We need her.
Yeah, at Koji. Add me if you
Koji
like.
Koji.
We can talk shop. I'm gonna find Obel. Wish me luck.
And without so much as a glance back at me, the man walks away. I try to return to my reading, but that whole conversation just replays back in my head. What a bizarre encounter. Maybe I'll just head home for today. Being here has helped me calm down, but I'm still eagerly anticipating the fate of my victim. Besides, I have to admit that I'm growing a little bit hungry. Maybe onigiri. Sorry, I had a sneeze. Alright, Small from the convenience store will tide me over until tomorrow. I gather my things and stand up, letting out a little hoo as I stretch my muscles. Blessings, thanks. No! I have one of those sneezes that won't come out and now my nose burns! Fuck! Ugh. As I head towards the sliding doors to leave the library and my misery of a godforsaken nose that won't goddamn sneeze! A little alert sounds from my phone. This is it. My phone is in my hands in less than a second. The screen unlocked and the obituary page loading before my eyes. Article posted online today, 2:39 p.m. Keywords found 3. Mr. Accident numerical date range 20 to 30. Image data found, yes. Saturday, May 30th. Mr. Ichi Honda, 22 of Tokyo Prefecture, was pronounced dead this afternoon at a traffic intersection. 12:02 p.m. Coroner's office reports that Mr. Hanada was involved in a traffic accident. No other casualties have been reported. Mr. Hanada is survived by his fiancée, who wishes to remain anonymous. A funeral service has not yet been arranged. View image attachment. I quickly load the image attachment and can't believe my eyes. The photo is the exact same one that was sent to me through Corpse Girl's website. There can be absolutely no doubt that this is my latest victim. I've done it again. My breathing starts to quicken. My cheeks begin to grow hot. We're in a public space! We are in a public space! Can you not do this at home? I know from experience that if I don't get somewhere private and quickly, I may very well make a fool of myself in public. Go to a private space, please. Jesus Christ. Not in the privacy of your own home. Not in the public. I quickly glance around the library for a sign pointing to a restroom. As soon as my eyes settle on it, I dash towards it, swerving between bookshelves and through narrow aisles. There's one door for a unisex bathroom, an unremarkable beige portal. The muscles in my thighs are tightening, and I squirm as I reach for the door. My hands grasp the cool metal handle and press down, only to be met with immovable resistance. It's locked. There's a sign on the door, a notice that I completely ignored in my haste. Closed for cleaning.
Shit.
I curse despite my best efforts to keep a low profile. My head turns frantically, looking for somewhere, anywhere that I can sit down and remain out of sight while my body reacts erratically to my latest success.
Oh, you busted?
The fuck? This guy walking up to some random person who's like squirming and everything, and you just go, yo, you bustin'? Yo, hey bro, are you bustin' over there? Mind if I bust one with ya?
I need to use the restroom.
I hope you can't tell that the expression on my face is not one of desperation to use the facilities.
On it.
To my surprise, Kojiro strides up to the restroom door and begins to slam his fist against it.
Cleaning time is over. Get out of there.
Yo, okay, Kojiro's a real one though. Dude was wide-eyed staring. He already knew. I think let's get our conspiracy theorist hats on. I think he knows that she's a dead girl, and that she just saw that this dude died. So he's like, damn. What's her reaction gonna be like? And he's just unfazed that she's busting a nut. He's just like, yeah, I kind of expected it. This guy is the Grim Reaper and doing her work for her. Yeah, exactly. He's one of those fucking weird serial killer fans. He's like the type of dude that would write a serial killer a love letter in, like, to their jail cell and then copy them. Cause, like, what? Didn't that happen to, like, the Zodiac Killer or something? Like, somebody wrote the Zodiac Killer, like, notes and then pretended to be him. They're like, this is him! He's just like, yeah, dead girl. I want to make it real. Me and you, baby, we can make that shit real together. They can be dead couple and not dead girl. It happened with a bunch of them. Ted Bundy, the Zodiac. Oh, I think I knew Ted Bundy. Hi, buddy. Hi, busting. We're busting a nut. We just saw that our victim died, so now our girl Noriko is about to come. How you doing? Also, thank you again for the fan. I love it so much. I need to play Limbus Company now. That's what Jerry said. Jerry said I gotta play it. Oh, my nose. Oh, yeah, welcome to the best timing. I hear a panicked yelp from within. Kojiro's commanding voice was more than a little intimidating. Within seconds, a terrified old woman emerges. She wheels her cleaning trolley around us, bows quickly, and disappears from sight.
All yours. Glad to hold it.
Thanks.
Jesus Christ. Jerry is a Limbus fan? No, he saw the art, and he just said that I had to play it. I don't know if he's ever played the game or not. You're gonna love Don Quixote. Does he look homeless? I dash past Kojiro, unable to believe what is happening here. I slam the door behind me and slip into a cubicle. Isn't this a unisex bathroom? Wouldn't it just be one stall? As soon as I sit atop the toilet's closed lid, my legs begin to shake uncontrollably, and I have to lean backwards to steady myself. Ichihanda is dead. Killed in a traffic accident. That can mean anything, but I'm willing to bet that I caused his death. Also, middle-class the Barbie. Yeah. She's like you, but acting like an English person. What? That's crazy. Gregor looks a lot like your old VTuber. I don't know if I should like that or not. Do I need to bust out the old VTuber for Limbus Company? After seeing the photo of his dismembered corpse, he might have purposely crashed his car. Or perhaps someone else rammed his vehicle, intent on murdering him on behalf of Corpse Girl. I still don't know how my power works. I don't know why these victims end up dead. It's not a power! You just make really convincing photos. But the cause of death ultimately doesn't matter. What matters is that Corpse Girl is victorious once more. I find myself panting, squirming, struggling to restrain myself. My vision fogs, my knuckles clench, and with barely a fanfare, I began to cool down all of a sudden. Just like that, the overwhelming urge to explode simply flutters away. Huh? My breathing regulates. My legs solidify and rest firmly on the ground. This experience wasn't nearly as staggering as last time. She's disappointed! She's disappointed that this man's death did not make her nut as hard as it did last time. She's like, God damn, I got edged! The fuck? Maybe because I was so confident that this victim would die. My body already prepared itself for it. Have I already become desensitized to my ability to wield death itself? I won't pretend that I'm not disappointed. That exhilarating feeling I experienced last time, the complete and utter loss of control, it was addicting. I craved experiencing it again. Still, I need to remind myself of the most important thing. I fulfilled the request issued to Corpse Girl. That's 2 new victories in a row. 2 victories in a single week. As long as requests keep coming in, I can keep achieving my goals. I can do this. Full of confidence and feeling steady once more, I exit the cubicle and leave the bathroom. Yes, Psycho, you're already immune to your poison. Get a fucking job, exactly. She has a job, though. That strange man, Kojiro, is waiting for me at the end of an aisle.
You good?
Yeah. Hey, thanks for... You know, I really needed the bathroom.
Of course. Been there. Gotta go when you gotta go. Look what I found.
Kojiro holds up a book with a plain black cover.
Will Sinclair's latest. Dazed by the Dead. It's a ripper.
Oh, what's that one about?
Falling in love with the dead. Read it already last year. Time for another go.
Damn.
Oh, here.
Is this like his way of like a pickup line? It's like, yeah, I'm reading his latest one last year, Falling in Love with the Dead, because you look like a corpse. Like, the fuck? Kojiro hands another book to me, this one with a brown cover. An illustration on the front depicts a field of flowers.
What's this?
Sinclair's first ever published work. Strange Flower. Title's nonsense. This is the one where he puts corpses in suits, treats them to meals at fancy restaurants. Loaned it out under my name. You take it. Return it before the due date. Can't risk getting fined.
Man's still like a law-abiding citizen. He's like, yeah, here's the book, by the way. Also, return it before the due date because, like, I don't want to get a fine. Please, please, thank you.
Oh, well, thank you. I'll be sure to read it.
Sure. Send me your thoughts and noise. Right. Be seeing you.
A brief wave of his hand and he disappears behind the closest shelves. I can't really get over how peculiar he is, but he certainly is making an effort to be friendly. I turn the heavy book over in my hands and look inside the front cover for a publication date. 2009. It's actually not that old. Definitely not as old as the fiction I normally consume. I shrug and hoist the bulky tome underneath my arm, then make for the library's exit. I feel uncommonly hungry on my way home. So much so that I decided to stop by a restaurant and get some dinner. I wonder if killing stirs my appetite. I often pass by this establishment when I exit the train station at Akibara. It's an old venue that serves traditional Japanese food, as well as popular Western dishes. Hey Bunny, sorry I'm late. What are we playing tonight? We're playing Corpse Factory. And our main character just busted a third nut after killing somebody. It's a good game! To say that I've always been curious about eating here would be accurate. It's a cute little diner. I love diners. I actually went to a diner that was all like... It was 80s themed. Complete 80s theme. I went there in Toronto. There was a Monroe statue eating dinner with, I think, an Elvis Presley one. It was really fucking cool. They had a lot of Elvis stuff, which is just super fucking cool. I've been working hard lately, achieving my goals. I can afford to treat myself to a cooked meal, right? Why do I find it so hard to justify that, though? I'm even going to eat at a booth tonight, another rarity for me. A waitress guides me to an empty booth, and I slide in before looking at a menu. The house specialty, according to the menu in my hands, is grilled eel. Not exactly my favorite. In fact, seafood of any variety doesn't sit well in my stomach. I decide to pass on the specials and order something I know I can digest. Omu rice sounds good. I used to eat it a lot as a kid. Omelette rice and ketchup. What's not to like? Plus, it's only 700 yen before tax. The waitress returns to take my order, and I confidently point out what I'd like. She offers me a smile and hurries off to the next table. Perhaps my recent victory streak has given my courage a boost. Because I hardly feel awkward or anxious sitting here, surrounded by people eating and drinking on all sides. I'm somewhat calm and at ease amidst the hustle and bustle of the restaurant. I almost feel like it might be nice to have a company. A friend, perhaps Aoi, or even Shinya. Might be nice to talk and pass the time with. Oh well, in a way I do have some company. I retrieve a book from my handbag, the very same book Kojiro lent to me, and I open up to the first chapter. Strange Flower. An odd, apparently meaningless title. Still, it comes highly recommended by an eccentric stranger, so it must be good. My meal arrives when I'm a few pages into the book. I thank the waitress and look at the omurice before me. It smells good. It's presented beautifully. I could probably eat at least a quarter of this portion without feeling ill. I pick up a spoon and slice through the middle of the omurice, causing a puff of steam to billow up. Throwing caution into the wind, I scoop up a good amount and bring it to my mouth. It's delicious. There's no other word to describe it. The convenience store meals I normally eat can't even compare to something like this. The egg is soft, the rice is fluffy, and there's just enough ketchup along the top. I take a second mouthful, then a third. I can't help but giggle a little at the thought of myself sitting here, eating like a normal person. All the people around me probably think I'm a normal person too. Just a girl, sitting at a restaurant, eating her dinner. Another quiet giggle escapes my lips and I gently dab my mouth with a napkin. I set my spoon to the side and return to the book in front of me. The author of this work certainly is interesting. Nobel Sinclair. According to the bio inside the front cover, he moved to Japan from overseas at a young age. The book was written originally in Japanese, not a translation, but even so, the writing style is quite unusual. You're giggling at a plate of eggs and rice. No one thinks you're normal. We all think you're fucking weird. You're a fucking weirdo. Get out of here. Get out! Get out! Now! I can't quite put my finger on what's
Kyo the
strange
Tuber
about it.
asked greetings, though
hi,
foul-smelling
Kyo.
hair. It is I, the
That's
illustrious
rude.
Royal Kyo. Pray, allow me to declare that I shall claim thine spectacles and snout.
Don't you fucking dare. Don't you dare. Don't do it. Yo, don't do it if you want to keep that purple hair. I'll eat it. I'll take it all. I'll use it as a fucking mop. I'll mop up my floors with that shit. Nah, nah, nah. Yours have red 40. It's not even red. It's not even red. It's brown. You fucking colorblind fuck. Yours is more red 40 in it than mine does. But take your nose. What the fuck? Why are you so mean to me? Look at me in my eyes. Look at me in my little eyeballs. My little silly eyeballs. You're gonna take my nose and my glasses? Why? Why would you do that? Why? That's so mean.
I got you.
Why? Why so mean? I was gonna play sad fucking music and I get an ad. This makes me sad. This right here makes me sad. There you go. There you go. Take my funny haha joke. Give me my sad fucking music. There. There. Look at what you've done to me. You made me suffer an ad for this. You made me suffer a goddamn ad for this bullshit. This bullshit right here. And then you took my nose and my glasses. Kyo, how could you do this to me? How could you do this to me? I thought we were buddies. But no, you betrayed me. That's so mean. You took my life out, Rebo. Good riddance. It was well deserved. Very well deserved. Okay, let me get this, okay, hold on. I gotta actually turn that off. There you go. Just in case I actually play something. So now I get my food. Anyways, how is you? Also, I'm clipping that. Okay, you do you. I hope you enjoy your food. I'm doing good. Playing Corpse Factory. You took Ash's streak and that made my wall die. It just fucking killed the wall. That's it. Oh my goodness. Oh, my neck. I feel like if I make a Minecraft server, there's gonna be like... there's just gonna be a museum called The Wall. And it's just gonna be different types of walls. With like kiss marks all over them. And there's gonna be a door and a printer. It's the Wall of Fuckery. That's what it's gonna be called. Or not the wall, the Museum of Fuckery. I will put donations towards that towards that movement right there. I can't quite put my finger on what is strange about it. God, maybe it's the complex kanji used throughout. Everything is written rather simply. In hiraganga, hiraganga gaga, gungaga, 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 gungaga. Almost like the intended audience is elementary school kids. That's horrible. But that can't be right. The themes contained within are truly disturbing. Maybe the author just doesn't have the greatest comprehension of writing in Japanese. Baba Booey. I know what I should build. That's scary, terrifying. It's true that a lot of adults have trouble with complex kanji. Professional authors, though, not so much. Anyways, it's not like it matters too much. The book is interesting enough to keep me turning pages. You need to post a full clip of me bullying you? I mean, this whole VOD's gonna be on YouTube. I've been slacking on posting my VODs. I upload them to YouTube, but I keep them on private. Also, put the clip in the Discord. In the clip channel. I must be completely absorbed in reading, because before I know it, a waitress is politely letting me know that the restaurant is closing soon. I nod and look at the plate of omurice in front of me. The meal has gone cold, and I only ate 3 bites. Still, I'm feeling full now, and I really enjoyed what I did eat. Are you not gonna take it as a leftover? I don't even feel any added weight on my hips as I get to my feet. That's definitely a positive thing. I stretch my arms and legs, put my book in my bag, and offer the waitress some money along with the bill. Oh, my neck. My neck needs to crack. I don't like that we're in a loading screen. Loading screens are terrifying in this game. A blast of frigid night air nearly sweeps me off my feet when I step out of the restaurant. Where'd my music go? Where's my music? Game! Game! Where's the game audio? Where's the game audio? If I'd known the weather was going to take a turn for the worse, I would have brought my scarf and jacket. It's the end of spring, so unpredictably cold weather is pretty rare. I guess I can't be blamed for not bundling up. Anyways, it's not raining, and I'm close to home, so it shouldn't be a problem. I head down the street and watch a few shop owners closing their stores for the night. They don't pay me any mind as I wander by. Oh, there's something! My phone bursts to life and rings out in the quiet night air. I grab it and press it close to my ear for warmth.
Hello? Aoi? Noriko?
Ellie! Ellie! Our girl! It's our baby girl! Look at our precious little girl! She's so pretty!
No, I'm just walking home. You're out at this time of night? That's not like you. I stopped somewhere to eat. What's up? You stopped to eat?
Even Aoi's like, that's bullshit.
Say, about the new job. What is it? I spoke to the manager at the maid cafe, but he said I can't quit.
It doesn't fucking matter what he says. You're quitting.
He said that? Oh, well, it's not up to him. You have every right to quit. Did you tell him you've landed a new job? Yes, I told him. But he said he spent so much time and money training me that if I quit now, he'll treat it as stealing from the company and he'll call the police.
What the fuck?
What a load of crap! Hang on. Are you at the cafe now? Yes, I just finished my shift. We're closing up. I'll be right there. I'm only a minute away anyway. I'm going to give your manager a piece of
Holy
mind
shit! We're gonna beat the shit out of this dude.
No, Noriko, you can't. Just watch me. I'll be right there.
Protective girlfriend! She's the protective girlfriend. She's the badass goth mommy. Protecting her little preppy girl. Her sweet little shy girl. I end the call despite Aoi's objections. I can't believe how furious I am. Aoi finally has an escape route from that god-awful job, and now the manager won't let her quit? That has to be illegal. I've never met her manager, but I can just imagine his type. A self-important, wretched, greedy pig. Thinks he's the king of the world because he runs a shady maid cafe in the back streets. Well, I won't stand for it. People like him are the ones that should be reported to Corpse Girl's website. I'd love to target victims like that. I change direction and take up a running pace. The cool air against my face is kind of nice now that my body is warming up a little. I feel like Aoi is like panicking and being like, hurry the fuck up and close, hurry the fuck up and close. My girlfriend's coming, close the fucking shop. Do it now. Yeah, it is illegal. That guy's gonna get the fat rip out of his thighs, yeah. Thankfully, there is hardly anyone around this time of night, so I don't feel particularly embarrassed by running in public. I'm not a terribly fit person, so it isn't long before I feel out of breath. I come to a stop at the end of the street, heaving and clutching my chest.
Okay. I'm okay. Deep breaths.
This is me when I walk up my stairs. After taking a moment to collect myself, I start back up, walking briskly this time. I can see the maid cafe's illuminated sign ahead of me. I approach the entrance and read the neon board. Chateau de Cristal. Welcome home, master. Drinks from just 400 yen. Table charge 500 yen per person. Open till 10 p.m. every night. I pass the sign and reach for the door handle, just as somebody hurriedly throws the door open and emerges.
Noriko?
Fuck, she's so cute! Look at her! She's stunning!
Aoi, told you I'd be here. I'm really glad to see you.
Aoi gives me a brief wave. She fidgets around nervously and straightens the ruffles in her dress.
I can't believe you have to wear this ridiculous outfit. Yeah, but the costume isn't the worst part of the job. I know. Listen.
She can spit on me, exactly. That's totally me. That's weird. Me when my brain go burr. Aoi hesitates, then shakes her head sadly.
You just missed him. There are only a few girls inside closing up. Damn it. Ugh, I really wanted to give him a piece of my mind. Noriko, it's fine. I can continue.
No, fucking leave!
It's not so bad. Hell no! Don't even pretend it's okay. This place is torturing you. You have that customer that always gropes you, and now your manager is controlling you? I won't stand for it, and you shouldn't either. But what can I do?
Come live with me. They'll never find you. We'll go to work at the bank. I'm honestly stumped by the question. In all my hasteness to get here, I never even thought through a plan for Aoi. Damn it! That heartbreaking expression on her face. I just want to grab her, hug her, tell her everything's going to be okay. So why can't I?
Aoi. I know you don't feel like it, but you're the strongest girl I know. All the shit you've dealt with over the years, all the shit you're still dealing with.
That pussy ran away. Eat his pancreas. He knew the angry goth girlfriend was making her way downtown, running fast. And now she's gonna be homebound.
You're brave,
I
whether
don't
you
fucking
know it
know.
or not. My issues pale in comparison to yours. But you still get up each and every day and do your best. I'm
Fuck yeah, she
proud of
does.
you.
Fuck yeah, we are.
And I want to make things easier for you. Come work with me at Temujin. Just leave this place behind. Forget all about it.
This really is like a love confession, where it's like choose your life or me kind of thing. Like, come leave this hometown. Come live with me. Let's run away together. This is literally, let's run away together, Aoi. Aoi, let's run.
Noriko,
Come on. Take our hand.
you're my best friend. You always will be. Even
Hold
if
on,
you
wait.
can't be anything more than that.
I need a...
I'm happy just having you in my life.
Even though we can't be anything more than that, yes, you fucking can. Creators, I need a happy ending with them. Developers, you better make them kiss. Dump your husband on Christmas Eve and fuck me by the fireplace. Exactly. Hold on, we need inspiring music. Inspiring anime confession music. Anime speech motivation, that's what we need. I swear to God, if I got a fucking ad. Fuck your ads, YouTube. Alright, is this what I want? Oh no, it's giving me like actual, hold on, stop, shut up. I want music. Soundtrack. Hold on. This is not like good. No. I need anime confession music. This is what we need. This is not inspiring enough. Hold on. We need something inspiring! Chat! Find inspiring shit! Actually, I found it. We got Toradora. Toradora, my savior. Though I will turn it the fuck down because it was very loud. Now you good, bunny. Yeah. We got it. Turn that shit on. Turn that shit on. There we go.
I'd do anything for you, Aoi.
I hope the music isn't like too loud. There we go.
Of course. I know. Thank you, Noriko. Let's get out of here. It's really late. Come back to my place.
Come back to my place! Let's get the fuck out of here! Come on!
You know I can't.
Yes, you can!
All my things are at home, and I need to check everything first.
No, you don't. No, you don't, Aoi. Stop making excuses. Just let the love happen. Let the love happen. I nod calmly. I understand. I can't push her too much. Yes, you can. Push her into your arms.
I get it. And the thing is, I can't just run away from this.
Yes, you can!
That stalking customer. He knows
That's why
where
you're
I live,
living with me,
and, well,
bitch!
if I stop showing up to work, he said he'll visit me.
Oh, fuck. I clicked off the game.
Why don't we go to the police? I can't do that.
Yes, you can! No! Oh. Without warning, Aoi bursts into tears, just as rain begins to spill from the clouds.
I can't get him in trouble. I just can't. Aoi, what? What is he?
What is the Aoi?
He's family.
What the fuck? Killing him! I'm killing him right now! A gust of wind blows down the narrow street, causing my hair to whip wildly in my face. I brush it onto my eyes and mouth, only to see Aoi standing still, her head down, not her hand.
Stalker. He's family? I could never bring myself to tell you. But surely you must have wondered why I've put up with it for so long.
Oh, Aoi, my sweet baby! No!
I don't know what to say.
Now we're crying! We're all crying! We're all sad! Cry, chat, cry!
You're putting up
hands on her heel and strolled away. The click-clack of her shoes against the wet pavement echoing through the street.
Howie.
She doesn't hear me breathe her name as she disappears into the darkness. That poor girl. There has to be something I can do. We have a choice! We have a choice! Chat! Chat, do we go after her? Do we go after our girl? Let me also save. Because this is the first ever choice we get in this game. Return. Oh my god! Aoi, we're coming for you. We're gonna get you. We're gonna get you your happy ending. I can't let her go. I can't let her just walk away, as sad and helpless as she is. My legs lurch forward of their own volition, propelling my body through the rain-soaked street.
Owie! Owie, come back!
My shout echoes in the night, my weightless words falling through the air like the very rain that patters against my face. Aoi's silhouette is just out of reach. If only my weak body could pick up its pace, I might be able to reach her before she fades away. Her unexpected command fulfills its purpose. I halt. I thought that said skibidi. Oh my god, I'm one with brain rot at this point. My shoes were skibiddying. My shoes skidding along the way. I almost said I got wet ground. Aoi is closer than I expected her to be. Perhaps due to some trick of the light and rain. She simply seemed farther away to my tired eyes.
Howie, please. Let me help you.
There's nothing to be done.
Yes, there is!
Can't you take a hint? You just never give up, do you? You just want to smother me. You don't trust me to handle things on my own.
I'm getting you out of a toxic situation. What the fuck are you on about?
That's not it. I just care for you so much.
Is Noriko- wait, would Noriko be considered a yandere? I feel like she would be.
I know that.
Woman, we love them.
You think you haven't made that clear in the past?
Hold on, wait, can I... Options. I want to turn the voices up. Because I feel like they're too quiet. Rarely have I ever seen Aoi this angry. She's well past the point of being simply upset now. She's truly furious. Have I overstepped a boundary?
You're not my guardian angel, or my savior, or whatever. This is my life, Noriko. It's not your sick fantasy, where you swoop in and act like my knight in shining armor.
Howie,
Shut up! Just shut up! You always take it one step too far. Just leave me alone.
Oh no! I can't get another word in before she vanishes into the night. I reach a hand out into the darkness, like some foolish attempt to stop her. But I know it's pointless. She made her thoughts perfectly clear. She doesn't need or want my help. Even if she cares for me, she doesn't love me in the same way I love her. And I don't think she ever will. I sigh and look up at the thick cloak of clouds above. The rain continues to fall. She admits her love, though. Alright, get the fuck out of here, music. Get the fuck out of here! The love is dead! We killed it! She admitted it! I know! She admitted it! But we killed love. Love does not exist in this fucking game. It's now Sunday. Today drags on and on. Since I don't work weekends, I never really know what to do with myself during my free time. The library yesterday was nice, but I don't want to hang out there again today. So far, I've spent the day simply reading at home and brewing the occasional cup of tea to starve off my hunger. +1, -10. What? keep checking my phone, but Aoi hasn't replied to any of my texts. Even when I call, she lets it go to voicemail. I don't even have any new requests to attend to. I was hoping I would get at least one this weekend to help occupy my time. Take a break from reading Strange Flower, I decided to browse through Noise and see what's happening in my social circle. Though I'm not close to any of the people I'm connected to, save for Aoi, reading through their posts always lifts my mood. Rather annoyingly, the first post I come across is from Tomo. Tomo? 9 minutes ago. Bitches be tripping if they think they gonna steal my man. We thick as thieves. He get lucky tonight. XXXX. The garbled post is accompanied by a photo of her and Shinya getting cozy together. Tomo's the top. Tomo's the top. Shinya looks more than a little nervous. I'd be willing to bet that Tomo is the first girl he's ever snuggled like this. I can't quite figure out why she's so interested in him. Or why he's into her, for that matter. At first I thought Tomo was just trying to bug me, to annoy me, by pursuing someone she thought I wanted. Out of here, Musica, I don't need to cry, exactly. But surely this is taking it too far, right? Haven't I made it clear that I just don't care? As for Shinya, maybe that boy really is into the blow-up doll look. I guess I understand him less than I originally thought. He's freaky! I'm telling you! Shinya is secretly a little freak. He's too innocent looking to not be freaky, okay? He's too clueless. I noticed that I've been frowning while looking at Tomo's post, so I decided to slam my finger down on the thumbs down button. The little text box below the post now reads, Noriko Kurosawa disliked this. My frown breaks and I smirk. It feels somewhat satisfying to publicly dislike Tomo's post. How am I supposed to read now, Kyo? What the fuck? Psych! I might lurk and mess the character about, so I might though. I'll just let my brain decide what to do. That's fair, that's fair. I can imagine Tomo's face going tomato red. That's green. That is green! Greener than my goddamn tongue. Actually, nothing can be greener than the neon green of my tongue. The battery acid I've consumed has made that impossible. When she reads the notification. With a little giggle, I scroll past the post and keep browsing my feed. As expected, it doesn't take long to find a post from Shinya himself. It's not a character for him, but he's actually not posting about criminal cases and detective work for once. Shinya with a capital S, Fujikawa, 13 hours ago. I never believed in love until I met her. She swept me off my feet and showed me how to become a better man. She makes me want to be the best person I can be. My heart goes out to my darling Tomo. 2 days together and count. He is the type of person to be like, oh my god, Tomo, look, it's our 1 week anniversary. He's that type of guy. He's that type of person. What the Stinky Wabbit doing? We're killing people. And watching Sad Yuri. So much Sad Yuri. Oh my god. We love Sad Yuri. The devs were clearly watching the last 2 streams and went, you want your sad fucking Yuri? Fine. We'll give you your goddamn Sad Yuri. But you're not gonna get it. There's no happy ending. As far as I'm aware. We're still on Act 1 of this game, by the way. There's so much to this game. I think we're on Act 1. Or we're on Act 2 now. Episode 2. I look forward to every day because of you. Thank you. I should go up to Jerry and be like, Jerry, it's our... Hold on. Wait, let me calculate. It's gonna be a year in July. So we're... God, chat, you're making me do math. So it's 10 months. 10 months... Oh, wait, no. 9 months into days. Why is there a point? So 273. Hold on. We're gonna creep him out. 273 plus 10. I needed a calculator for that, chat. I'm sorry. Colorblind text bot gets bonked? Yes, bonk it. 283. Hold on, let's call Jerry real quick. It's called the love of my life. I need you for a stream! Get in here! You're not watching stream, are you? No, he's not. I need you for a second, my love. Hi, Bobbies! Mr.
I'm
Rye.
currently in a store right now. What do you need?
Oh, I just wanted to say, Bobbies, happy 283 day anniversary.
Did Jeff put you up to this?
No. I wanted to celebrate and count every day that we spent with each other. Hold on.
Alright, Jeff.
Actually, baby, happy 6,792 hour anniversary.
Oh my god.
I love you so much.
Let's just say we're getting a divorce.
What?
Alright, Jeff. It's time
Are you
for me to go.
taking half the kids?
Yeah, I'm taking one. I'm taking Simon. I'm taking half of Al. I'll take
Not
his
half of
ass
Ranger?
backwards. No, I don't want Ranger. He's in
What
bed.
the fuck? Leave my little inbred alone.
Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Have fun, everybody.
Bye, Babbies. We're gonna keep fucking dead bodies. Anyways, love
Oh,
you.
great. Fantastic. Have fun. Bye.
Bye. Hold on, Bunny. I need help with my homework. What's 2 squared 4x equals f plus 65 times g? Times g? 2 squared, so you would do the square first. Wouldn't that be 1? Wouldn't 2 squared just be 1? So 1... Oh, but you need to find out what x is. How the fuck would you do that? I haven't done math like that in ages. I've not done math like that in ages. Fuck if I know. I think I sucked with the square shit. Because I couldn't figure out, like, certain things squared. I mean, 2 squared would be 4. It's due in 5 minutes. Well, good luck. 2 squared would be 4, so that's... Times that would be... Hold on, we're gonna actually math this, chat. Hold on, we're gonna take a quick break real quick just to do Kyo's homework real quick. I'm getting Krita open. Actually, do I have MS Paint? You don't even get Krita, you get MS Paint. Alright, so chat. Let's get the fucking wrong window. Paint. Let's get Paint open. Welcome to Bunny's math class. So it's 2 squared times 4x equals g. Oh wait, sorry. Not g. F. I'm using mouse, by the way. Plus 65 g. Because 65 and g would be times. So we multiply this after it's squared. Which gets us 16x equals f plus, not t, 65g. And then we divide 16 from the... Oh, wait, no. We do... Yeah, no. We divide 16 because we're going to get x on its own. I need more room. Paint, you don't give me enough space. Give me more space to math. So we divide the 16. So 65 divided by 16 equals 4 point. Did you make, like, a problem that is not actually solvable? So we're gonna round this to 4.06. Because it's to the nearest 10th decibel. But G is still there. Oh yeah, plus fucking F equals X. We're just solving for X, right? If we're just solving for X, this would be the answer. Just this. Oh, you can't see it because of my massive fucking forehead. Oh, well, now you definitely can't see it. This would just be the answer, wouldn't it? Wait, no, it's 4F? You gotta solve 4F? Why did you fucking say that? Oh my goodness. So, we're gonna get rid of all of this. And redo it. So we're gonna divide this way. Like how I thought it was gonna be. So I'll have 16x divided by 65g. Don't mind that weird g equals f. And I think it would still be, hold on, because it's now just opposite. 16 divided by 65 would be 0.25, because we're going to round to the nearest 10th. 25x over g equals f. There's your answer, chat. There's your... Oh my fucking god! This is also probably very wrong. I'm gonna have Jerry check this, because Jerry's smart. Hold on. I'm gonna call him back. I need you again. I need you to check my work. Did I do this right? You're the smart one. We're solving for F. It makes it so much better that I have the actually thing on for you. Well, let's make Jerry bigger, chat. It's quite small.
Yeah, that's fine.
Actually?
I mean, yeah, so long as you divide things correctly, and that's actually what fucking 0.256 does 16 over or divided by 65 get you 0.25?
You use 0.246, and I rounded to the nearest.
If you round it up, then yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm smart, chat. Not a fucking idiot.
Right, goodbye, everybody.
Alright, bye. Had to fact check my shit. Don't save. Okay, there. Was worth it. Worth it for the bit. Let me get rid of this window capture. Back to the funny haha game about death. Oh my goodness. Your commercial that interrupted didn't happen, okay? I involuntarily gag and continue scrolling. Thanks for helping me with my homework. Also, it wasn't homework, so I technically wasted your stream time. Motherfucker! No, that was my favorite thing to do in math. Was solve for X. Or solve for random ones. That was just something I did randomly in my free time. And it was very weird. Nothing else in my newsfeed really compares to those last posts. My sister wrote something about her sucky job, and a coworker posted about how grief-stricken they were about Akane Tsurumaki passing away unexpectedly. Akane Tsurumaki. Followed closely by Ichi Hanada. Hanada? And, long before them both, Ruri Hanato, the one who started it all. Math is my favorite subject. Too bad I suck at it. My favorite subject was always, like, history. History and art. It was math for a while, but that's only because I was allowed to watch anime during class. Because I had to retake algebra due to the fact that me and a selective group of 8th graders were like the chosen ones. You're the chosen ones to just get put immediately into algebra. You didn't like. I don't think the parents had like a choice or a say. If they were like, yeah, our kid like needs to be in algebra, or like, no, our kid should be like in the suckier math. I was put in algebra with like I think 3 of my buddies, and like I would have passed the first time if our teacher didn't go on maternity leave for like half the quarter, or for an entire semester. Because they had a substitute that taught it as if we were, like, relearning this, and not like it's the first time we've ever seen it. And we even complained to our teacher when she got back, and she's like, well, as long as you, I guess, attempted the work, like, I'll let you pass. And I was like, fuck. Oh, shit, I didn't attempt the work. Because I just thought it was stupid. I'm not gonna attempt something I don't understand. There's no point. In my opinion. Like, if I can't, like, learn anything about it or ask a question without this dude yelling at me, I don't want to do it. It's kind of weird. 3 strangers, 3 people dead, all because of Corpse Girl. Yeah, I remember that for 8th grade math was awful. Yeah. People wanted them dead, and because of that, I also wanted them dead. I won't forget their names. When Corpse Girl rises above the muck and filth in this world and becomes truly famous, I'll share a toast to their memories. Until then, I need to trudge forward. I need new targets, new victims, to launch Corpse Girl's name into the stars. If Corpse Girl's website becomes more than urban legend, more than a rumor whispered of in the shadows, then... No, I need to take it slow. I can't get too far ahead of myself. I still need to put in a lot of work before I can attain my goal. But the only way I can move forward is if more requests come through the website. There has to be a way to promote the site. Flashy advertisement is out of the question. I don't want the site looking like a gimmick people can visit simply to pass the time. I need word of mouth. Testimonials. So far the site has claimed 3 victims. I need the original requesters to spread the word about how effective the website really is. Yes, that would be perfect! But I obviously can't get in touch with them now. What's Corpse Factory about? About a girl named Noriko creating a website called Corpse Girl, and you type in the person's phone number and send a picture of them. Then Noriko edits that photo onto a dead body, makes like make it look like they're gonna die the next day, sends it to them with like a burner phone, and then that person will usually kill themselves before like they'll hurt themselves or somebody else will hurt them if they hear about them being on Corpse Girl, just because they're scared to see what their actual demise would be. It's interesting. This was my, like, I love psychological horror. I think this is a good take on it. Like, a very weird, like, a very perverted take on it. But, like, a very well done, like, I'm very disturbed that this could be, like, a real person doing this. I would not put it past somebody to actually do this. I mean, there have been hundreds, well, I shouldn't say hundreds. There have been a few, like, scandals similar to this. It's not like typing a name, but it's like fake hackers hack your account. Or, like, they message you being like, oh, I'm gonna kill your family if you don't do all what I say. Blah, 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 blah. Here's your IP address. I know where you live. Blah, 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 blah. Like, there's been lots of those. It's kind of like its own take on that. Which is very weird, but an interesting premise. They remain anonymous when they request a death. No one would willingly put their contact details when doing something so shady anyways. I sigh and scratch my head. Thinking about it like this won't do me any good. Maybe I should come back to it later. Also, Noriko gets turned on every time somebody dies. I reach for my laptop, sitting on the couch next to me. Maybe... Ooh, my knuckles. Ow. Maybe I'll take just one more look for new requests. You never know, right? I log into the administration panel of Corpse Girl's website and check for notifications. That's fair. 1 new request. Request details. Today, 3:31 p.m. local time. Victim's phone, blah, 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 blah. Downloading image attachment. Wait. 3:31 p.m.? This was submitted just a few minutes ago. Thank you for that! What are the chances I would check the incoming request so soon after receiving a new one? My heart begins to race at the attached photo downloads to my computer. I'm excited about the prospects of working on a new request for the rest of the evening. Who will be the poor sucker to succumb to Corpse Girl's whims? Will another beautiful corpse be left in my wake? Oh, fuck! It's us! No! Did Aoi put this in? Aoi, you wouldn't want us dead, right? No. It's gonna be Aoi, or that works too. My heart skips a beat and my hands instantly turn cold. What the hell? A photo of myself appears on the screen. The very same image used for my company ID tag. I'm not smiling in the photo or in real life. Is this some kind of joke? Somebody has requested my death. Somebody has requested my death.
Somebody wants me dead?
Damn. Holy shit! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't think this is good.
I can't believe it! It finally happened!
I don't think you should be excited about this.
I know exactly who requested my death! Tomoe!
Tomoe doesn't have your phone number.
That stupid, vapid bitch!
Holy shit. Tomoe wants to be the one person who hates me more than I hate myself. Of course she's the one who uploaded my photo. Of course she wants Corpse Girl to take care of me. She's been looking for somebody to test the website on. Her noise post from the start of the week confirms that. And she's been getting increasingly obsessed with tormenting me lately. I'm willing to bet that when I disliked her latest post, it finally triggered her to request my death. I think it's Aoi.
Tomoe, you brainless whore! I am Corpse Girl!
God! I love these voice actors! Holy shit! Props to this game. This, publisher. Because I think they made a few other games as well. I don't think Corpse Girl is, like, the only game they made. The voices for this game, like, the voice actors for this game, did amazing. Holy shit. In a fit of manic laughter, I set to work dismembering my photo. I'm going to make my corpse look so realistic that she'll think she really succeeded in getting me killed. And then, when her guard is down... Holy shit. Now that's a psychotic laugh I can only dream of doing.
No sign of Sato yet? I wonder if she got
No,
held up.
Howie!
It's not exactly professional to be late on your first day of work.
I grind my teeth and hope that Shinya can't sense my anxiety.
She'll be here.
I don't believe the bitter words that tremble out of my mouth. Trumble? Tumble. I send another message to Aoi's seemingly abandoned phone, not really expecting a reply.
Actually, she's not the only one absent. Tomoe isn't here either.
He doesn't need to tell me that. I've been watching her desk like a hawk ever since I came in this morning. There's a small surprise waiting for her in her top desk drawer, courtesy of yours truly. I've been eagerly anticipating her arrival for an hour now. Oh my god, she put the photo in her thing?
I wonder if she woke up on time.
Stop tearing at my chair. Hi, Chonky. Hi, Al. We were greeted by a cat. I taste something foul in my mouth. I don't really need Shinya's recap of his night with Tomo.
Don't you have work to do?
Of course. I need to.
His vocalized thoughts trail off as he wanders away. I turn my focus to the keyboard in front of me. As I type letter scroll across my screen, seemingly slower than usual. No Aoi, no Tomo. The static drone of the office environment is just as loud as ever. But without those two here, something feels off. Aoi shouldn't be missing her first day of work. And say what you want about Tomoe. At the very least, she's punctual. For For her to be this late is very unusual.
Kurosawa, a word, if you please.
Who the fuck are you? You're pretty, though. You're very pretty. You could step on me. A soft but sharp voice snaps me out of my thoughts. I look up to find a middle-aged woman. Oh, my nose, hold on. I look up to find a middle-aged woman standing over me, one hand beckoning in an intimidating fashion. Katomi Ida, an executive who oversees a lot of the juniors on this floor. I deal with her a few times a week. She's a serious and critical person, but I've seen a warmer side of her when she chats with colleagues of her own level.
Miss Ida, did you need something?
Please,
Oh, Ida.
come with me.
Am I getting fired? I reluctantly rise from my chair and follow her through the office. She leads me to one of the glass screen cubicles that line one of the walls of the office. Special spaces reserved for meetings and temporary
Take a
workstations.
seat.
I follow her instructions, sitting down on one of the bright and colorful plastic chairs that fill the small enclosure.
A new employee was supposed to start work today. Sato, an acquaintance of yours, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right. I've been trying to get in contact with her.
I see. You understand that it doesn't reflect well on Sato's character if she can't arrive on time for her first day of work, correct?
Yes, I understand. Believe me, it is very out of the ordinary for her to do something like this.
I'm sure. Fujikawa recommended Sato for the job based on your personal
Oh, it reflects on her then.
You need to be aware that since Fujikawa holds rank over you, he is the one who will be reprimanded for hiring an unsuitable employee. Now, I wouldn't go so far as to say that he will be punished. Rather, his recommendations will be denied for the foreseeable future. And any attempt he makes to climb the ladder, so to speak, will be vehemently refused by the other executives.
Damn.
Isn't that a bit extreme? All of that because of one temp employee that didn't show up for work?
That's the way these things go. I've seen it dozens of times. The reason I'm telling you this is because you should feel some sort of responsibility to apologize to Fujikawa.
I had no idea. Honestly,
Enough. This isn't an open discussion. Apologize to Fujikawa, and see if he will find it in his heart to forgive you.
Damn.
And please advise him to seek employment elsewhere. I don't foresee his career with us flourishing anytime soon.
Aww.
That's all.
Katomi abruptly exits the cubicle and leaves me alone, sitting in a stupid-looking that's red plastic chair. I take some time to compose my thoughts before also walking out. I don't know what to say to Shinya. I don't even know if I should say anything. It's so green. That's red. Hi, Ping. How you doing? Surely Katomi is being a bit extreme and effectively halting Shinya's career at Temujin. This is all because I recommended Aoi for the job. I feel like an idiot, but how was I to know that Aoi would prove unreliable? And still, it's far too extreme. Katomi is out of line. Something else is at play here. I can feel it. Maybe Katomi wants Shinya gone for her own reasons, but I can't imagine why. He's a junior employee and not exactly the type to step on anyone's toes and make enemies. I return to my desk in a bit of a huff and slump in my swivel chair. My eyes fall on the empty can of coffee next to my computer screen, and I begin to wish I'd purchased more than one this morning. Glancing over the top of my screen, I can see that Tomoe still hasn't arrived. Maybe I'll have to wait until tomorrow for her to find the gift I left for her. I'm sure she'll love it. I don't enjoy my walk home through the park this evening as much as I normally do. There are too many things weighing on my mind. Aoi, Tomoe, Shinya, and Katomi. Why is it that I'm increasingly finding myself drawn into office drama? I don't want to deal with any of it! I just want to pursue my own goals. Working at the office is a means to an end. A way to keep a roof over my head and have the money to achieve Corpse Girl's ambitions. If I could quit, I would, but I can't. Not just yet. I wonder if I can monetize Corpse Girl's services. Users could pay a fee to request a death, or I could even just accept donations. But I get the feeling I get the sinking feeling that asking for money will reduce the amount of requests I get. Also leave a paper trail. The number of requests coming in is already depressingly low. If I reduce it any further, I'd be in trouble. As I draw closer to my apartment building, my phone cries out for attention. I bring it to my ear with a swift hand.
Aoi? Noriko.
My girl!
What's the deal? I've been trying to get in touch with you all day. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I couldn't bring myself to come into the office. Yeah, well, I gathered that. Tell me why. You know, just the stuff I normally have to deal with. For real? What are we talking about here? Stalkers? Or your own battles? I left the apartment twice. I really did. But I had to go back inside each time because it didn't feel right.
No,
I
Aoi.
had to check a few things and then check again, and in the end, I gave up and laid in bed. I must have fallen asleep because when I looked at the time, it was already late.
I sigh angrily and hope that Aoi doesn't hear me.
Alright. It sounds like you had a rough day. I'm sorry, but the situation isn't great. I'm just going to be honest with you, okay? I don't think they'll be happy with you if you come in tomorrow. If I were you, I'd write a polite letter of resignation and just forget about the job. Shinya's been kind of thrown under the bus because of this. Shinya? Why? I'm not too sure myself. Since he got you the job, I suppose he was somewhat responsible for you. But because you didn't come in, it sounds like his career's in real jeopardy.
His career is non-existent.
Oh god. Oh no. Take a breath. You didn't know something like this would happen. I didn't either. I think this one exec has it out for him or something because it's too much of an overreaction. I can't believe it. I never wanted to cost him his job. I know. You didn't mean for this to happen.
Aww, poor Aoi.
Look, I'll try and smooth things out a little. I'll talk to Shinya tomorrow. You need to look after yourself right now, okay? Promise me you'll just take it easy tonight and relax. Okay. Forget this ever happened. Noriko will look after everything. You, Noriko?
Your girlfriend was here. We're just gonna forget that last night ever happened.
Okay. Get some rest. Talk to you soon, Aoi. Bye-bye.
Aw, bye-bye. I end the call with a heavy heart. I don't actually have any idea what to do. When it comes to Aoi, I always feel obligated to just tell her anything that will happen, anything that will help her feel better. If I could actually follow through with my words and genuinely make things better for her, then... well, maybe we'd have a bit of a different relationship than we do now. Anyways, but I probably missed my opportunity for that a long time ago. Noriko, you were so gay for this lady. Just please, please, I'm begging you. The chat is begging you. Just kiss the sha-la-la-la-la, don't be shy. Just fucking kiss the girl, for God's sake. In senior high school, I was never really truly understanding of her, and that cost me too much. Things are different now, of course. I've seen what she goes through. I'd like to think I understand her a lot more now. My feelings for her are true, and not muddled in sympathy or pity. If this was a different life, and I hadn't made all those stupid mistakes, I would be happy to be with her. But now, the best I can hope for is that she wants to remain friends with me. And that will have to be enough to satisfy me.
Yo.
Oh, fuck you! You ruined it! You ruined it! You! That voice ruined it! The fuck? I was having my moment of understanding that I fucked up, and now you're here. A trickle of icy sweat trips down my spine. Am I gonna get punched again? In the near distance, sitting on the bench close to the park's exit, is an easily recognizable figure.
Come here.
Oh, look, I like that hat. Okay, I do like her outfit. It is pretty cute, but you're a bitch. I freeze in my tracks. My body wants to keep walking, to reach the familiar safety of my home, but my brain is engaging its fight or flight mode. Torn between my options, I find myself completely stationary.
Come on, I won't hurt you.
Tomoe.
There's no doubt in my mind that she's been waiting for me here all afternoon. She knows my route home. That's obvious since I last encountered her in Shinya in this very same park. I can't help but tense up as she leaps off the bench and approaches me.
Kind of weird shit, right? Like, occult stuff?
Oh no.
Maybe? Is that what you came here to ask me?
Nah, just listen, okay? I wanted the opinion of someone freakier than me.
She really knows how to flatter a girl.
It's kind of dumb, you know, but have you heard of that Corpse Girl website thing?
Who does she think she's talking to? More importantly, how should I respond?
I've heard rumors.
Yeah, right? I heard rumors too, so I checked it out. I thought the whole thing was really funny. Like, could it be for real? Anyway, maybe I kinda used it to request a death.
Is that so?
Tomoe has pretty much straight up admitted that she was the one who requested my death. Okay, so it was Tomoe. After all, I know exactly how many requests come through the site. The latest one had to have been from her.
Yeah, and, well, you know how the site
Stop it,
works,
Al.
right?
I know you want attention, Bubba. I'm sorry.
Fill me in.
All you do is put in a photo of a bitch and her phone number. Then she's supposed to drop dead. Simple as that. Thing is, no one knows how it works. Or if it works, actually.
Hi, Chunky Boy.
Right.
Ow,
Okay,
don't bite me.
so you requested somebody's death, and what happened?
Well,
This is it. This is where she admits that she uploaded my photo. I've caught her red-handed, green-handed.
see, the dumb bitch went and died.
She requested the executive. I blink a few times. I'm positive I didn't hear that right.
What did you say?
The chick whose photo I uploaded. She's deader than a doorknob.
Who is Tomoe referring to? My mind is racing frantically, scanning through the list of Corpse Girls victims over the past few months. The only people who have died recently are Akane Tsuramaki and Ichi Hanada. Tomo's talking about a female, so that rules out Ichi. Then there's Ruri Hatano. But she died such a long time ago. Last year, in fact. Surely Tomoe wasn't the one who requested her death. It was way too long ago for her to be bringing it up now. That leads me to believe that the only person Tomoe could be talking about is Akane Tsuramaki. Or somebody else died. Somebody I never found out about. That's impossible. I've been so thorough in searching for the results of my work. The only victim that Tomoe could be talking about is Akane. But, wait, no. That still can't be right. Tomoe requested my death. Somebody, Tomoe, uploaded my photo to Corpse Girl's website just recently. No, it's Aoi. Aoi did it. I take a deep breath, swallow hard, and open my mouth.
Tomoe, what you're saying is really serious.
My hair does not have
You
red
sure
40.
this person died?
Hi, Chunky.
No doubt. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about. If you're good with this occult junk, how do you think she died from a website? Do you reckon my request really killed her? Because I don't really want this shit on my conscience, you know?
I don't know what to say.
Guys, Al's just like, ow, stop biting. No, no. You gonna be gentle? I'll pet you if you're gentle. Thank you. Such a baby. He's trying to get my attention by, like, grabbing at my armchair. Up! Good boy. Let me see your nose. Your nose is really weird. I'll have to check that out a little closer after stream. He a little sick right now. Their allergies are acting up really bad, so I've been trying to air out the house a little bit, hoping that'll help. But Al has a really bad dust reaction. So just like me, he sneezes a shit ton. Tommy's fit and hair are really cute. They are so cute.
Come on. I was only really joking around with the website. Didn't think for a second that it could really work. But now, this bitch is cold in the ground, and I can't sleep at night. Keeping Shinya close is the only thing making me calm lately.
I wonder if Shinya knows. Tomoe seems to be showing a little remorse, which I didn't think she had in her. If she thought the website was a joke, then fair enough. It's only natural that she'd want to play around with it. And again, I'm kind of offended that she figured out the whole thing was fake. Corpse Girl has worked too damn hard to be considered a joke. But I want to get to the bottom of this. I need to find out whose death Tomoe requested. More importantly, the question of who requested my own death remains unanswered.
Tomoe, what's the name of the person you requested to die?
Her name? Oh, you might know her. It was that skank from our office, Akane Tsurumaki.
Oh, okay, so it was her. Akane Tsurumaki. Sure enough, she's well and truly dead. Tomoe isn't wrong in believing that the website killed Akane. Tomoe once posted on Noise about wanting to try the website. She was waiting to find someone to try it on. If I recall correctly, the request for Akane's death came through Corpse Girl's website shortly after I read that post. Perhaps Tomoe made the request on the very same day. That skank! Hi, Ethan! How you doing? She really is a skank. So then Tomoe was the one responsible. I assumed the person who requested Akane's death was someone in our office, but I never figured it would be a junior data entry temp like Tomoe. How did Tomoe even know Akane? I can't see how their paths would have crossed in such a large office building.
Yo, Psycho, you in there?
I died and came back to life. Well, welcome back to life, E10. Also, E10, I might be making a Minecraft server soon. Yeah! I snap out of my thoughts and meet Tomoe's dead-eyed
Your
gaze.
professional opinion, can a website really kill someone?
Yep. I'm torn between giving two replies. I could state that I believe the website worked, and therefore help increase Corpse Girl's credibility, or I could play it safe and make sure I'm not suspected of any involvement. Coward that I am, I decided to play it safe.
No, absolutely not. A website can't kill someone.
But a person can.
Yeah, I figured. Guess it's just a coincidence that she died.
Yep, indeed. I had no involvement.
You reckon I'm not guilty then? I didn't really want the bitch dead anyway. I was just mucking around.
Yeah, you're not guilty.
Thank God. That's a real weight off my elbows, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I sure as shit won't mess around with sites like that again, though. I'm gonna play it real straight from now on. I gotta get my life together. I got a man to look after now.
I could see Tomoe being the boss bitch. Being like, I got a man to look after now. Look at my little Shinya. He's like my little dog that I put in my purse. He's my little baby. Tomoe's a boss bitch. Tomoe is the type of person to be mean to everybody but Shinya. And I'm here for that. I hated it at first, but you know what? I'm kind of here for it. Because that's how Jerry is. Jerry's mean to everybody but me. Well, no. He mean to me but everybody
Right. Well, good luck with that. I need to get home.
All I want right now is to get back and figure out who the hell uploaded a photo of me to the website. Well, you and Tomoe don't have each other's phone numbers. So how the fuck would you know? Just the opposite. Just the opposite. My mind is reeling, and I'm not in the right headspace to listen to Tomoe's drivel any longer.
Hey, for what it's worth, which ain't much. Thanks. Thanks for putting my mind at ease.
You're unwelcome. Fuck you.
I know we ain't always seen eye to eye, and, well, nah. That's about it for now.
For a fleeting moment, I imagined that she was about to apologize for assaulting me last week. That possibility disappeared from my mind almost as soon as it had appeared. So is she gonna forget about the photo she left in her... I guess it disappears. It never
See you
happened.
tomorrow.
She waves, almost sheepishly, and wanders back through the park in the direction that I came from. Right. Time to go home. I can't relax until I know who requested my death. It wasn't Tomoe, and this situation could be a lot more serious than I originally thought. If it wasn't because of my petty squabbles with her, then someone really wants me dead. But who? It's Aoi! It's Aoi! Okay, that's cute. That's a cute picture. I can't sleep. Oh, look at her teddy bear! Oh, that's so cute! Oh, and you can see the book on the floor. Well, you guys can't, but I can. I can't sleep. It must be past 3 a.m. Countless hours have passed since I started trying to figure out who requested my death. Kill everyone you see on some King Von type shit, exactly. I've run through every possible candidate and their potential reasons 1,000 times. I've replayed every encounter I've ever had with every person I've ever met, and I'm drawing a blank. Genocide route? Corpse Factory, is there a pacifist genocide and neutral route? Oh my goodness, imagine pacifist route on a fucking website called Corpse Girl. Whoopsies! I just meant to show them some kindness, but they ended up slipping on a knife. Not my fault, I'm a pacifist. I don't know who wants me dead. I'm not so vain to think that everybody likes me. I'm sure a hell of a lot of people don't like me very much at all. But does anyone not like me enough to want me dead? To nominate me for Corpse Girl to claim as her prey? I take little solace in the fact that my life isn't actually in danger. Corpse Girl's victims are only brought low by my hand. Though my convictions are strong and I never refuse a request, taking my own life is absolutely out of the question. This is the one and only request I will ever refuse. It's not for the sake of my own life, but rather for the sake of Corpse Girl's continued existence. I will not let her die and be buried with me. Wrong priorities! Wrong fucking priorities! You know, if I didn't care so much about my website, I would just die. But, like, I care too much about the website, so, like, I'll live, I guess. My girlfriend? Yeah, fuck her. Oh my god. However, now that I've eaten the knowledge that somebody genuinely wants me dead, I can't cure my upset stomach. No amount of mental reassurance will quell the sickness rising inside of me. The top candidates are, of course, the closest to me. I've crossed Tomoe off the list. Her relief at knowing Akane Suramaki's death wasn't her fault convinced me that she wouldn't make the mistake of messing with the website twice. And to the fact that she came to me for reassurance, well, it's safe to say that she's not the person I'm looking for. So that leaves the people I deal with on a daily basis. Aoi Satoi, my best friend since junior high and the first person I ever felt... She fucking admits it! She fucking admits it! She's gay! She likes this bitch! She wants that bitch! So bad! Ugh. They better fall in love, I swear to God. My mental health can't take this. She rejected me gracefully during senior high. You confessed?! Hold on a second! We're missing lore! You confessed during your senior high. And this wasn't mentioned? This wasn't mentioned at all? Why tell us now? Yeah. What the fuck? Would she want me dead? It's doubtful. She wouldn't even report her stalker, a guy who she is apparently related to the police, because she didn't want him arrested. Then there's Shinya Fujikawa, another acquaintance from school and now my coworker. He's even gone so far as to call us friends now that we're connected on Noise. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head! Nightmare, 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 nightmare. I had never been romantically interested in him, but I was under the false impression that he had feelings for me. He's a wannabe detective, but he doesn't have the competence to follow in his father's footsteps. He doesn't strike me as the type to want somebody dead, let alone to go through with requesting somebody's death. Still, quiet, guarded people like him can really surprise you. When you take those three out of the equation, the people I deal with daily are very few. They're the higher-ups and the executives at work, like Katomi Ida. But our dealings are so short and simple that I'm sure I barely even register on their radar. If I extend my list of candidates to include people that I don't deal with regularly, but who are technically still a part of my life, then the list gets a little more interesting and harder to narrow down. Kenji and Momo Agawa, the father and daughter living in my apartment building. They're sweet, kind, and considerate. Couldn't imagine they want to kill me unless I'm really using too much of the internet bandwidth, and they just can't take it anymore. There's my elder sister, of course, Yuriko Kurosawa. We haven't talked in over a year at least. She's scum, but probably not the type to randomly elect her own sister for death. Probably. She's on parole, so I have to believe she wouldn't do anything to jeopardize her freedom. And there's Mother. Asuna Kurosawa. She's simply not in a position to submit my details to Corpse Girl's website. My struggling brain can't think of anyone else currently in my life. I have a very small social circle, it's true. All the people that fill my noise newsfeed have either already been named on the list, or they're from such a small, long-ago part of my life that they wouldn't even remember I exist anymore. And then suddenly and without warning, a face pops into my mind with startling clarity. That guy from the library. Kojiro, was it? Kojiro with no surname. He was bizarre, eccentric. Didn't seem like the type of person that gets outside much. Kinda like me, I suppose. His eyes were so clear it was unnerving. They say the eyes are the window to the soul, but I couldn't see anything of substance through his lenses. Out of everyone I mentally listed, he seems like the person most capable of taking someone's life. That's a biased opinion based on little to no knowledge of him. It's just the impression he gives. However, I have to ask myself, would he want me dead? Me, a person he met one time at the library. In addition, the photo of me that was uploaded to my website was from Tamunji's corporate system. It's the very same picture that I wear on my ID tag. How would Kojiro have accessed it? If he was going to upload a photo of me, he would have found my noise profile and used an image from one of my albums. There aren't too many photos of me on there, but there are enough to identify me. The guy is suspicious, but I don't think he's the one I'm looking for. Yet, I can't get his face out of my mind. 'Cause he's creepy! On a whim, I snatch up my phone from my bedside, and unlock the screen. The bright light shines like a beacon in the darkness and nearly blinds me, but I squint and navigate to the noise app. So, what if it was the old bat talking about axing the one dude? We talked about her, but we don't deal with her enough for her to want me dead. Kojiro, he told me his noise tag, didn't he? If I can remember it, it'll save me the hassle of having to look through hundreds of profiles with the same name just to find him. What was it? Kojiro? No, too simple. Koji something. Start to type different variations until an auto-predicted result pops up. Koji. That's the one! I tap the result and instantly arrive at his profile. The info in his About Me section is pretty vague, but judging by the display photo, I'm certain this is the right guy. Koji. Just your average guy, taking my days one at a time. Introvert. Antisocial, anti-establishment, anti-everything. Well, I like peanut butter though. I scroll through his feed and see that he hasn't posted anything for quite some time. His most recent post is from about a year ago, and it's just an updated version of his display picture where he's cropped out a woman's face and body, so the focus is just on him. I open up a direct message to him and start typing. Hey, is this Kojiro from the library? It's Noriko Kurosawa. Since it's past 3 AM, I'm not expecting a reply, until I instantly receive a message in response. Hi, late night. He replied so quickly. I swallow and gather the nerve to ask him what's on my mind. Yeah, I can't sleep. Have you heard of Corpse Girl's website? The screen states that he's currently typing a message, then the notification simply disappears, and no message comes through. Is he ignoring me? Then... yes. So he does know about the website. The question is, was he already familiar with it? Or did he just look it up after I mentioned it? What are your thoughts? Is it real? Yes, love it. Big fan. I see, me too. Have you used it? No, well, no, not yet. Don't hate anyone enough. It's hard to get a sense of his emotions through his replies. I can't tell if he's being sincere or not. Well, what if the first girl was his ex-wife and he put in her stuff for walking out on him for a fucking accountant? Maybe. That's crazy. Wait, have you used it? Tell me. Tell me details. Does it work? No, I haven't used it, but it's popular in my office. I don't know why I wrote that, or why I ended the message with a question mark. I shake my head and wait for a response. Okay, let me know if you use it. Might be work for me. Might be work for me? What does he mean by that? He is a weird stalker! Work? Yeah, I store cadavers, dispose of later. I don't understand. Hospital morgue. Storage and disposal. He works at a morgue? That makes sense. I noticed a strange smell in his clothes when we met, and now it makes sense. I gag a little and suppress the urge to vomit. So if someone dies, they get sent to you? Even for, like, suicides and murders? Yes, all sorts. Worse are crash victims. Have to mix and match limbs. Have you ever received a victim of Corpse Girl's website? Impossible to know. Maybe? Who could say? Have a name? A name. Can you look up the names of bodies he's received? Can you look up such a thing? Yes, cadavers are ID'd, mostly. Know a victim? Should I ask? Will doing so put me under suspicion of being associated with Corpse Girl? Dude, Kojiro doesn't give a shit. This dude would probably nut if he would lose his fucking marbles if he learned he was talking to the creator of Corpse Girl right now. This man would fangirl everywhere. He would ask to be a part of it. Hello? I can look now at work. Start to nervously bite my fingernails. I know that I won't gain anything from finding out if he's dealt with any of the victims, but morbid curiosity tends to get the better of me. Sometimes I just have to know. Akane Suramaki. Okay, a second. No, correct spelling? Got a M Suramaki and Akane Surumi. That's not right. Close, though. Okay, more names. Ichi Hanada. One sec. Yep. Crash victim. Bad. I remember him. He's still here, actually. I can't believe what I'm reading. Ichi Hanada ended up at Kojiro's morgue, and he's still there? Really? How long do you store bodies? Depends. Up to 2 days for autopsy. No autopsy for him. No need. So he just sits here. Cold chamber number 31BB. If family don't collect, then cremation. Is cremation what you mean by disposal? Yeah, mostly. God, he's so shit at typing. I love it. Friend of yours? Not exactly. But he's Corpse Girl's victim. You said so. Well, I don't know. You said so. Interesting. I'll look at him again. Really? There's no need for... He knows! It's okay, I won't tell. How did you do it? He knows! He's not a fucking idiot! I swallow hard. What does he mean? Hello? How did I do what? How'd you kill him? Oh, shit! I messed up. He knows! Kojiro's figured out who I am. In a panic, I slam my phone down. I can hear the constant vibration against the bed as Kojiro continues to message me. Shit! Shit! Dude, this dude's so fucked up, he'll join. It's fine. What do I do? Can I make something up to convince him that I'm not the one responsible for Ichi's death? Will he even buy it? By not responding to him straight away, I've probably inadvertently proven my own guilt. Pick up my phone between my trembling thumb and forefinger. I hold it delicately, as though it has suddenly become some sort of evidence and I don't want covered in my fingerprints. In a way, that's completely true. He's a psycho that works at a morgue. He would get so much out of murder. Dude would know how to kill very efficiently. That makes so much sense from the prologue now! Holy shit! He's gonna end up helping her! I stare at the messages from Kojiro. Hey. Hey! You there? Hello? I better reply. I have to say something. Maybe, just maybe, I can throw him off my trail. Dude's so smart. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't kill anyone. Not exactly a lie. Yeah, true. Corpse Girl killed him. No name entry on Corpse Girl's website. But you knew his name, and you knew he died. Ergo, you requested his death. Wait, this isn't good. This is far better than him believing I'm Corpse Girl. He thinks I'm just some fan of the website that submitted a request. Watch would say he's also a cosmetologist or something that does makeup. Yeah. I have to run with this. I can't let him know the actual truth. Okay, you got me. I used the website to request his death. Ha! Wow, mad. So the site is real. Amazing. This is exciting. Are you happy he's dead? I decided to take a leaf out of Tomo's book and act more innocent than I really am. Not really. I just made the request on a whim to see what would happen. I didn't think it would really work. Wow, so you didn't hate the guy, Ichi? No, never even met him. Just found his photo on the internet. Incredible. Corpse Girl kills with just a photo. Doesn't even need a name. Wonder how many other Vics I've got here. Have to go. Clocking off soon. Talk later. Kojiro's status immediately changes to offline. Breathe a sigh of relief. I think he bought the lie. Surely I'm in the clear. No, he fucking didn't. You put 2 names. But this whole conversation was an exercise in stupidity. I nearly shot myself in the foot because of my own insatiable curiosity. I shouldn't have contacted Kojiro at all. The only positive thing to come out of this is learning that Kojiro works at a hospital morgue. I could potentially take advantage of this, but my sleep-deprived brain can't quite work out how. Well, I can dwell on that later. For now, I really need to sleep. Just tell him! I'm sure he'll enjoy. Tuesday! It's Tuesday, innit? My alarm erupts with a shrieking scream and scares me awake. My eyes don't open immediately, and instead I find myself tossing and turning, trying to bury my face in my pillow. I can't have had more than 2 hours of sleep. Now it's already time to get up and go to work. How the hell am I gonna function today? I drag my heavy body from the bed and slide into the pair of slippers resting on the floor. With a yawn and a stretch, I leave my bedroom. I stand in the kitchenette, connected to the living room for a few moments, completely absent-minded. I open the refrigerator and stare blankly at the dismal contents. A small tub of peach yogurt sits on the top shelf, and a half-empty jug of oolong tea rests at the bottom. I grab the yogurt and peel off the lid. Without even fetching a spoon, I simply pour a little into my mouth. I consume about half the tiny portion and wipe my mouth before throwing the leftovers in the trash can. Wasteful. That'll be enough to spike my energy for the morning. When you normally run an empty stomach, any amount of calories can work as a pick-me-up. I make a mental note to collect 2 or 3 cans of coffee from the convenience store on my way to work. They should carry me through the rest of the day. The rest of the early morning is spent applying makeup and getting dressed. I'm out the door at the same time as every other day. And chat, I think with that, we're ending it off for the day. Because it is getting a little bit late for the Benuan. For the bunny. The bunny needs to go eepy. I'm sorry! I have work! No! We'll be playing more Corpse Factory tomorrow, though, at 4 p.m., same time as always. Let's go find somebody to raid, though, so don't leave just yet. Who is live today? Who is live today? Who is live today? Who is live today? I don't know why I'm saying that like the tune of Who Will Groove Be Tonight. That's the it's coming back to my head. We're gonna go raid Aeon. Aeon is playing some Marvel Rivals. So go say hi to Aeon Clockwork. They're very cool. I've been in a few calls with them. Very nice dude. So let's go on and raid them. I'm gonna head out then. Love you like a brother bunny. Alright, bye! Papa, me want more movie. You'll get more movie tomorrow. And I will also post all the VODs. I know I've been slacking, but I will post the rest of the VODs of Corpse Factory at least tonight. But until next time, bye-bye!